Hi everybody, this is Elder Bill with Christ the Ark of Salvation Ministries, and I want to thank you for joining me at the Ark today. Hey look, I have something that's going to add value to your life. Check it out. I was reading in Mark the 4th chapter. This is where Jesus tells the parable of the sower. In the 10th verse, the disciples ask him to explain the parable. In the 11th and 12th verse, this is what Jesus says. It is given to you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of God, but to those that are without, all things are done in parables, that seeing they see but not perceive, hearing they hear but not understand, lest at any time that they should be converted and their sin be forgiven them. Light came on in the room. Life is a huge parable filled with the mysteries of God. The obligation of the believer is to go to the Son and ask him to please explain those mysteries, that our perception and our understanding and our discernment might be made perfect in him. I'll give you an example. You pull into a parking lot, somebody cuts you off and takes your space. You get out the car, stop. This is why Proverbs says, trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not to thine own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he will direct your path. Could it be the reason that the Lord allowed you to see this person was for you to pray for the person? Not pray with them, but for them. The believer cannot just see. They must perceive. They must discern. They must understand. Seeing. Just seeing leads to sin. What? Yes, I'll give you an example. David just saw Bathsheba and it led to adultery and murder. Peter just saw the servant in the garden, and without discerning the will of God, he cut off his ear and almost turned the prelude to our very salvation into a bloodbath. Just seeing allows you to shoot unarmed black people and put your knees on their neck. Just seeing allows you to shoot unarmed Asians. Just seeing allows you to go into schools, into theaters, into stores and shoot unarmed men, women, and children. There is a perception problem. You don't perceive them as human. You don't perceive them as husbands, wives, mothers, fathers, sons, daughters, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, grandparents. You don't discern their love, their joy, their peace, their hope, their potential, their fears. The believer cannot just see. They must perceive, they must discern, and they must understand. Let me ask you a question. Are you just seeing or do you perceive? In other words, what are you looking at? Your answer must be, I don't know, Lord. Please show me. That's my time, and this is what we call a short stack. Maybe with a cup of coffee. I'll see you next time at the Ark.